nothing. I mean, they're just like
Yeah.
tents and hanging out for Burning Man.
It's hard to
and that rolls
describe.
through.
If you've
Right.
never lived in that part of the country, I happen to have worked in that part of the country, but I mean, if you've never lived, it's hard to describe what a dust storm is really like because people see it in movies, you know, and they're like, what's that kind of thing? It really does just roll on in like that, and then you can't see anything, and it gets everywhere too. It's in your eyes, it's in your teeth, and get in your ears. It's really awful. But let me show you what's going on here. We don't have anything like that happening. We do have still some pretty big waves rolling in along the coast. And so we still have a high risk for rip currents along area beaches. But if you've been waiting for better beach weather, that's going to happen later this week. Wednesday, Thursday, that rip current risk will really begin to drop, and we'll be in much better shape if you want to take a trip to the beach, especially during the morning hours. Right now, we have about 3 to 5 foot seas along the coast. That'll go down to 2 to 3 foot seas for tomorrow. And then we'll look at more like 1 to 2 foot seas as we get into later in the week, and a much lower risk for rip currents. Now, we do have some showers and some storms starting to bubble up. It took a little while today for things to get going. We've had a lot of rainfall up in central Florida. Now that line of rain has started to dip to the south a little bit, and we're starting to see some showers and storms move through Okeechobee County and Indian River County. We're also seeing some pop-up cells here. No lightning strikes coming in just yet, but we are seeing that rainfall traveling over toward the east here in parts of Boynton Beach, western Delray. And because it's so hot outside, it's possible that a thunderstorm could pop up pretty quickly as one of these showers starts to move over. It could really increase in strength in a very short period of time. Hope Sound, Palm Beach Country Estates, Jupiter Farms, all these places starting to see a little bit of rainfall. And then we have this thunderstorm rolling into Fort Drum here. We got another one headed up in western Indian River County up towards Fellsmere now. Oh man, that really moved quickly over the past few minutes. Jumped over to I-95 here, and now it's headed over towards Sebastian and Mico. And that's packing some pretty gusty winds, a few lightning strikes, and certainly some heavy rainfall there. So that's the trend. Everything moving over toward the coast as we continue into the evening hours. And then I do think things will start to taper off by mid to late evening. Quiet tomorrow morning, looking good if you have morning plans, maybe an isolated shower or two. But then the chance for thunderstorms picks up again in the afternoon, and those upper level winds, you see those white arrows there, moving in out of the west and helping to drive everything toward the east coast. And it happens again like that as we get into Wednesday, and it happens again Thursday and Friday, and all the way into the weekend. In fact, rain chances could increase by the time we get to the end of the week and the weekend, thanks to more moisture moving in, which we'll talk more about next half hour. So the chance for rain goes up to about 50% for tomorrow and the next couple days, and then 60%. I got to mention this because people are talking about it all over social media. A very unusual weather pattern is unfolding across the central part of the country. A big area of low pressure developing along the northern Great Lakes there and helping to funnel much cooler than average air all the way down into the central plains and across the Midwest. This is the kind of cold front that you typically don't see until maybe September, but instead we're starting to see these cold, look at this, 66 degrees in Wichita, 66 in Chicago. Typically this time of year you see 80s during the day and maybe upper 60s at night in these places, but instead we're going to see maybe 60s during the day and 50s at night for the next few nights as this colder air continues to work its way down from the south. In our area, well, we're not in the 60s. We're in the 80s in Vero Beach. Look at that, 88 degrees, but 92 Florida Ridge, 93 in St. Lucie Village, about 90 out in western parts of Delray, 88 Wellington, 87 in West Palm, and it feels like 104 in Okeechobee right now. It feels like 101 in Fort Pierce, and it feels like 102 in Boynton Beach right now. In the tropics, we have Fernan, now a little bit stronger. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center coming out. This storm is not bothering anybody at all. It's going to continue to move up to the north, and the center of the storm has now opened up. It's no longer got that tight circulation, and so it's likely that it's just going to fall apart here over the next couple of days, and that's going to be the end of that. So overnight tonight, temperatures in the 70s. I still think we're going to see some rainfall at least into the early evening hours, and then it'll start to taper off. Tomorrow, a 50% chance for showers and storms moving west to east. Same for Wednesday and Thursday, but then higher rain chances possibly as more moisture moves in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Still, the mornings look good every day, but it'll really be the afternoon and evenings when we have the highest chances for rain. That's a look at your forecast.
Glenn, thank you.